In order to understand the games that they are playing with you all, you got to understand the symbology. Yes, people. Yes, yes. You got to understand what's going on here. You got to understand the manipulation, the tactics that are being used. In order to do that, you got to go back to the basics on who's playing the king on the chessboard first. First, we gotta backtrack. When we talk about Monique's interview, we gotta backtrack just a little bit first, right? So you can get an understanding on what's really happening, like what's really happening beneath the surface. Pound the like button on your way in. This is going to be real educational. It's going to be entertaining, all of that, all of the above. It's going to definitely challenge your perception. Somebody outside tweaking. It's going to definitely challenge your perception. And it's going to get you thinking, y'all. It's going to get you thinking. Come on, everybody, like the video on your way in. Let's talk about this, right? First and foremost, Cat Williams is the one who sparked a lot of controversy when he joined Club Shay. He created a media firestorm. And the media stratosphere has not been the same ever since. Now, I want you to know this, brothers and sisters, that Cat Williams is a part of the agenda. Cat Williams is a part of the brotherhood. He is a part of the fraternal order. Cat Williams is down with the squad. He's down with the team. He's a part of the Masonic order. He's playing his role in all of this. Now, if you look up at your screen, you see the Freemason compass, the wheel of the helm. You see the all-seeing eye symbology. You see two Freemason compasses. You see the as above, so below. You see the 2 fingers up and the 3 fingers up, which means he is 100% a Freemason. We're talking about a general Mason here. We're talking about he is high ranking. Now, I need you to understand this because then you'll get what's happening with each character on the chessboard. Now, each and every one of these people that you see in the thumbnail, your D.L. Hughley, your Monique's, your Cat Williams, and definitely your Kevin Hart. Definitely your Kevin Hart. And all the other dishonorable mentions that came out of Monique's mouth, they are all part of the agenda, right? Need to understand that. They all play a role. Now that we have that established, let's talk about what's happening within the industry, right? We know it's exposure season. We know that a lot of things that Monique brung out shows us just how weird everything is. And it also shows us how disingenuous she is. See, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to like what I have to say in this particular broadcast, especially you DMV natives. You're not going to like what I have to say. Each one of these people that I'm talking about in the industry, none of them are any good. They're all sellouts. They've created a lot of dialect for us to really evaluate, but none of them are good, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Monique, she showed you how disloyal, dishonest, disingenuous she is. And I'm going to just tell y'all, these people go wherever the money flows. Wherever the dollars go, that's where they going. You need to understand that, brothers and sisters, first and foremost, right? She exposed herself. Now, I'm not letting D.L. Hughley off the hook because D.L. Hughley, he's part of the fraternal order. He's part of the brotherhood. He is part of the squad. He's part of the agenda as well. He's with those Q dogs, you know, those stomp the yard boys. He took the oath, and it is what it is. He's a part of them. He's right there with Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, and the rest of them. That's the clique that he associates with. All right. And that's why you never really heard nobody speak anything bad about DL Hughley and his business relationships, because he's in that crowd. And they tend to keep silent on a lot of things. A lot of things that they have going on is kept internal. But we gotta get into this. And everybody pound the like button on your way in. I see people already. Yeah, he's a Q dog. I see a lot of people already joining the broadcast. That's what's up. All praises, peace, and blessings. Now, some of the things I'm gonna bring out, I'm gonna bring some of these things out as I go. Some things that are going to be popping up into my mind that are very notable about this whole scenario. First off, we got to start with Monique speaking about Kevin Hart. We got to talk about her speaking about Kevin Hart. Let's get to it.
I want y'all to re-listen to the podcast so you can hear.
Hold on.
Now, you know when Cat Williams said gatekeepers?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, I do his podcast.
Yes.
And I want y'all to re-listen to the podcast so you can hear it for yourself. When he first comes on, he says, "You're like my mother. You're like my aunt. You're like my sister." Okay? Then we do the...
Now, she's claiming that Cat Williams is a gatekeeper. This is the road that she's about to go down. What if I told you all, brothers and sisters, that Cat Williams is also a gatekeeper? That's right. Cat Williams is also a gatekeeper. We're talking about a man who put in a contract that Ricky Smiley could not work with him unless he put on a dress. He was able to put that in a contract because of what, ladies and gentlemen? Because he's a gatekeeper. That's why. Interesting thing is, the fact that Monique went on this podcast with Club Shay and called out a few things, she is now invited to the Dark Matter tour with Cat Williams. Now, I want y'all to think about that. She's going to the Dark Matter tour with Cat Williams. Now, he's headlining this tour. It's called Dark Matter. Now, I want you to just understand what dark, also called concentrated evil. Dark matter is also called concentrated evil, is a sinister material known for turning someone evil. It is a powerful substance created in the mouth of eternal shadows and later weaponized for the ultimate weapon planned to transform something from its original image. Composed of pure concentrated evil and originated from the essence of overlords, it has corrupted properties with a single drop able to turn a person completely evil, and even trace material in the air able to turn a person insane with rage. Like venom. This is the name of Cat Williams' tour. That after Monique went on Club Shay, which is in fact turning into the new Wendy Williams, in my opinion. But the reason why I decide to cover stories like this is because I want to give my take on it and how I see this thing, and I want others to be enlightened as well. The moment after she came and went against the other side, the opposition, which would be Kevin Hart and his constituents, she's invited to the Dark Matter tour. Now, you got to think about this, ladies and gentlemen. What exactly are they really exposing? I asked this question before during the Cat Williams interview. Now, it was a phenomenal interview. The interview was great. Monique's interview was a little lackluster in my opinion, but the views are great. Nonetheless, I asked this same question. What are they actually exposing? Is there a game being played? It's almost like WWE World Wrestling going on. Seriously. But anyway, let's go.
Podcast. We speak about the Tyler Perry situation. Oprah Winfrey, he said, I don't really know Oprah, but I'm going to reach out to Tyler. I appreciate that. Kevin kept his word. He reached out to Tyler Perry. Kevin Hart called me back about maybe a week or so later. He said, Mo, I talked to Tyler. He said he don't want to revisit it. He said, but I tell you what, let's move past that, Mo. Let's just move past that and let's just do great things. So whatever
That's what Kevin said.
I want you to hear me, Kevin Hart. Let's move past that, Mo. Let's do some great things together. Don't even worry about it. Whatever y'all want to do, I will partner with you. I'll executive produce with you. You just let me know what you want to do. Now, let me say that before we go any further, because I want to make sure I give Kevin Hart his proper credit. When my family was up against the wall, Kevin Hart wrote us a check and said, here you go. We're forever grateful for that. When we were able to give it back, we said, brother, we appreciate you with some interest on top, because I don't ever want nobody to think me and my husband. So I want to make ssure I put that out there. That brother really helped us out when we needed to be helped out. Then when he came back with, I got you. I didn't ask Kevin Hart to do anything. He said, I'll executive produce. I'll partner with you. I said, good shit, Kevin, because we're in a deal with Endemol and we're trying to get our talk show back. Mo, whatever it is, I got you. Now, Kevin Hart is one of the biggest entertainers right now in the world, right? And was then. We got off the phone with Kevin Hart. We called Endemol immediately and said, Kevin Hart said, whatever we want to do, he got us. He's going to partner, executive produce. They was like, oh, this is incredible, because when you put Kevin Hart name on it, you already know what it is.
Correct.
2 weeks go by. We get a call from Endemol. Endemol says, we just got a call from Kevin Hart's manager, Dave Becky. And Dave Becky said, Kevin doesn't want anything to do with Monique. So whatever she told y'all, he doesn't want to do anything with her, nothing.
So, you know, it's interesting when people get upset for what people don't do for them. You know, maybe he fell out on the deal. It is what it is, but he did help her family in a time of need. And I'm not here to defend Kevin Hart in the least bit. Listen, Kevin Hart is completely compromised. More than likely, in one of Monique's many rants, it stepped on some people's toes. It cut a business interaction that was going on with Kevin Hart and somebody else. And they was like, hey, they pulled Kevin to the side and was like, don't work with her. That's what happened. Now, Monique is confirming and verifying and validating what Cat Williams is saying, only solely based on the fact that there was a deal that was supposed to be on the table. There was business that was supposed to be done, and it wasn't done. Let's simplify it. That's what happened. She got on there. She talked about something. She basically confirmed and verified and validated Cat Williams because she had business with Kevin Hart that fell apart. It's really that simple. But let's make this clear. Let's make this very clear. Yo, Kevin Hart is done, bro. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share my screen with y'all since we're speaking about Kevin Hart. And like I said, as certain things are being revealed, you know what I'm saying, as I'm using my mind thinking about some of the things I want to show y'all, because I'm going to go ahead and go in on everybody you see in the thumbnail. It ain't like, this is how I feel about Hollywood at this point. I don't care for none of them. I can't really entertain none of them, and I don't take none of them serious. That's just the point of time I'm at. I can see all the bullshit that each and every one of them got going on with themselves. And Hollywood is just a disingenuous, flagrant type of place that they all knife each other and they all desperate chasing a check. That's just what it is. I mean, literally, that is the temperature out there in Hollywood, right? But like I said, man, Kevin Hart, totally compromised. Like, what grown man? Look up at your screen, ladies and gentlemen. What grown man is playing in scenes like this? Fair use.
Babe, I'm not standing.
Stay with me. I'm your wife.
You are not my wife. Don't.
How could you hit your wife?
I got a what?
You hit your wife.
No,
He hit me.
Okay.
He hit you.
Okay.
You hit us!
I'm swaddling you. I know what you're doing. I'm swaddling.
Now you see this? Pause. This is Kevin Hart. And by the way, I believe in this same scene, I don't know if I have it cropped, but these men lock lips with each other. Yeah, they actually lock lips. He's sitting in this man's lap. Like, yo, Kevin Hart is done, bro. He's been compromised. And the name of this movie right here is called Sensual Intelligence. He's sitting on The Rock's lap. He had The Rock's head in his crotch area. I mean, literally, man, what grown man is going to be doing this? I mean, he's out there. Now, listen, I'm putting this out there. I'm showing you how the industry get down, how weird it is, because anytime somebody go on Club Shay, it opens up a lot of a can of worms pretty much, and you start digging back in the archives like, yo, let me see what's up with this person or that person. And all of them got something going on with them, yo. It's crazy, bro. It's real crazy. But look at this, man.
I know what you.
Oh, God!
Your man just kissed The Rock. Oh, you think that's it with Kevin Hart? Not only did he wear the dress on Saturday Night Live, he sat in The Rock's lap. He locked lips with a grown man in the movie, bro. Like, it ain't no coming back from that. Kevin Hart knows that he's being exposed. That's just, it is what it is. I mean, Kevin Hart, he can't work with certain people. Now, Monique, she real, she from Baltimore. And what I mean by she real, I mean, she still got that hood mentality, but make no mistake about it, she been compromised too. She been compromised too. And so has Cat Williams. Now, he might not have got violated in that way. He might not have got bent over the desk. Those things might not have happened to Cat Williams. But better believe he done the rituals. He done the blood sacrifices. He done created anarchy and chaos. He done took the oaths of secrecy and silence. Cat Williams is a Mason. And see, here's the thing. This is the thing with our people, bro. It's like all it takes is for somebody to be able to articulate. And we just jump on a bandwagon. It's like, yo, these people aren't doing nothing for the children of the Most High. They're not doing nothing for the God's chosen people. These people are playing a role. They're always acting. Like everything that they're able to say and do, it gets screened. Better believe if they're exposing something that the powers that be don't want out there, they will get whacked. You got to understand, the powers that be are playing a game of bingo with these people. And they have taskmasters as well as they have what you would call handlers. Now, these handlers are allowing certain things to go out, which I believe Monique's husband is her handler. Definitely Monique's husband is her handler. But they all have these handlers that allow certain things to go out, and they're advised on what they can and can't say. These actors are lions, they're liars. Cat Williams is a puppet. Monique is a puppet. D.L. Hughley is a puppet. Oprah's a puppet. Like every last one of these people, like we need to give up on all of them at this point because they know exactly what they're doing. They know that they taking the oaths. It is what it is. They chose a side. They absolutely have chose a side. It is what it is. Let's go.
You know what? We're leaving.
Oh, y'all think that's it with Kevin Hart, huh? Now, what kind of man is literally sitting in another man's lap like that, bro? He kissed The Rock. Oh, y'all think that's it with Kevin Hart? Nah, man, it's much more to it. It's much more to it. Hold on one moment. Let me play something else for y'all. Because this man is compromised. He didn't had his time to be in position of power. Now it's time for Cat Williams to take the reins and spread his dark matter, spread his energy, the evil energy. Let's go.
be kidding me. What up, boy? What are you doing, man?
You see this? What kind of man gonna let somebody manhandle him like this? Dude getting manhandled, bro. Like, look at his face. Just stop right there. Just stop right there for a second. Look at the man's face, bro. This picture right here says 1,000 words. All you need to know about Kevin Hart and what he's into and what he has had done to him.
You talking on the phone operating a motor vehicle?
What are you talking? I was talking to you, jackass. All right.
You know what they're gonna do to you in jail?
Why am I going to jail?
Let me show you. They're just gonna have
Yo. Let me explain something to you. Kevin Hart, right? He done been passed around by all kind of NBA players, bro. Shaq done passed him all around the NBA. He done been passed around the wrestlers, bro. Kevin Hart done been passed around to get what he got. Do you understand that? He done been passed around straight up.
your little ass in jail.
Oh my God! He's not a real cop. He's not a cop. It's just like when you want to stop this. You know the
Now, why would he agree to doing this, y'all? Why would Kevin Hart agree to this, bro? This is way out of pocket. This is out of line, yo.
on Real Husbands of Hollywood. What are you doing, man? Hey, you gotta be kidding me. What up, boy?
Who told you to get out the car?
I told you. What are you doing, man? Get your hands off me, Shaq.
You talking on the phone operating a motor vehicle?
What are you talking? I was talking to you, jackass. All right.
You know what they're gonna do to you in jail?
Why am I going to jail?
Let me show you. They're just gonna have your little ass in jail.
Oh my God! He's not a real cop. He's not a cop. It's just like when you want to stop.
Yo, that's horrible, bro. And listen, man. And you got these guys wanting to defend this madness, bro. You know, that's way out of line. Now, just because you ain't seen Cat Williams doing that, don't mean he ain't took the oath. They all in it. But Kevin Hart being the more rich one, you know, because of everything that he decided to do, you know, you're going to have Hollywood divided. You're going to have these guys going back and forth, but it's all about a bag. At the end of the day, they all chasing the bag. That's all it really is about at the end of the day. But there's more. There's more. Let's finish seeing what Monique had to say. Like I said, I'm going to interject when I, you know what I'm saying, have ideas and bring it to y'all. But anyway, let's go.
And you know, he doesn't want any kind of relationship with Monique.
So what changed between the 2 weeks and plus he gave you a check, you gave the money back, then said he would partner with you, executive produce, whatever you need, Mo, hey, we got you. So what transpired, or what do you think transpired between then that 2 week period?
Well, soon as we got off the phone and they told us what Kevin manager David Becky said, I called Kevin Hart immediately. I said, hey, baby, we just got off the phone with Endemol, and they said Dave Becky called them up and said, you don't want anything to do with me. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication. I can tell you right now. I said, wait a minute. Are you okay, though, with this white man calling them up? Getting in between our relationship after something you said he's...
Somebody asked me in the chat that I watched the whole interview. Absolutely not. The interview was boring. The interview to me wasn't good. The interview to me was just a woman complaining about things that somebody didn't do for her, or she just had gripes, and they were mostly business gripes. I didn't think this was a good one, but they got over 5 million views, and this is what y'all want to hear about. This is what most people want to talk about. So I'm going to use it as an opportunity to tear down Hollywood like I always do. I didn't really enjoy this interview like that, and it just kind of is what it is, but that's what's trending. That's what's popping. So here you have it. Now I'm chasing the bag because I'm just trying to get YouTube views. You see how easy that is for me to say? Let's go.
He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication, and we're going to talk Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, it's a miscommunication. That was 2 years ago. If you talk to him, I talk to him. I've never talked back to Kevin Hart again. So that's what we're faced with. When you allow somebody to come in between a relationship with a woman that you said, I'm like your mother. You said, I'm like these things. I didn't ask you for that. So everything that baby was saying sitting here, everything he was saying was on the up and up, because when you hear people say.
So now she just verified and validated everything that that Cat Williams, pardon me, said, just based on the fact that her and Kevin Hart had some business that fell through. Probably because Kevin Hart's management, also known as his handler, was like, nah, you can't do business with her because she said this about this person. That'll ruin that deal over here. And he just listened to what he was told. So now you're going to say, all right, he's a gatekeeper. Although he brung people in. He brung Tiffany Haddish in. Her no talent having ass got in through who? Kevin Hart with a host of others. He brung Rail in. Rail, after Kevin Hart stole a bunch of Rail's jokes, he then brung them in, right? So what is the difference between what Cat Williams is doing, bringing Monique to the Dark Matter tour and parading her around? What is the difference between what he's doing and what Cat Williams did? Except for the fact that he might not have done the same rituals. Still, he's a Mason. Still, he's with the Brotherhood. He might not have done the same rituals, but he did the same thing. Let's keep it real. Monique's last special was trash. She haven't been putting no comedy out. Monique, she's a good actress, but she's never really been funny. Her jokes are trash. She is no better than Tiffany Haddish. I said it. I know the DMV going to be pissed off with me. I know y'all going to be mad that I'm bringing it out there. All she ever done in her stand-up was carry on with profane words, talking about her coochie, talking about sex, calling everybody baby, yelling, hollering. She's literally the stereotypical mammy, just like any other one of these people. She's the stereotypical mammy. I said it. I don't care. Cast your stones, cast your judgment. Somebody got to say it. It ain't like she loaded with talent on the comedy side to be going on a tour with Cat Williams. He's a gatekeeper. Why Cat Williams ain't go get a new comedian from scratch? It's all about a bag. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to see. It's just more Freemasonic puppets that are putting out entertainment. Somebody said the DMV in here, but what you're saying is true. I'm just keeping it a buck. No disrespect. I mean this respectfully. But hey, she had a lot to say about D.L. Hughley and a situation where, matter of fact, let's just bring out what she had to say about D.L. Hughley. Let's go to that next. I'm only going to highlights of this interview because it just wasn't that good, in my opinion, right? So I'm only going to go to highlights. Let's see what Monique had to say about D.L. Hughley. Y'all give me one moment. Let's pull that one up. Let's go. Let's get to it.
I wasn't going to do it. But damn it, this seat.
I say you might want to have another
Look,
over.
this seat makes you go, truth, tell it. No, tell the damn truth. God damn it, tell the truth. Because family is sacred.
It's supposed to be.
And we don't cross the line with family.
Let's go.
They say, Monique, you want to play a game? Well, I want.
This is what happened on the show when she went on D.L. Hughley's radio show. Let's go.
To play. I said, sure, sugar. Let's play a game. And it's a game called Would You Rather.
No.
Okay. Now,
Monique, you should have said I'm too old for this game.
Shannon Sharp is right. It's like y'all be doing things in Hollywood that y'all know better of. Y'all be playing these damn reindeer games. Y'all choose to play certain games. If somebody asks me, do I want to play a game? I'm going to ask the rules to the game, what kind of game we playing, what's going on in the game. Hey, we going live on the air. What type of questions are being asked? All of that. Let's go.
wait a minute. We're having fun, baby. Right? We're having a good time,
Okay,
Shannon.
okay.
It's the sister there and there's two other guys. We're having a great time. It's a
Okay.
beautiful Black unity cookout.
Okay.
We're having a good time.
Okay.
Would you say your wife was your family? Is that considered family?
Yeah,
So your husband is considered family, right?
absolutely.
Okay. So here we go. They said, Monique, we want to play a game of Would You Rather. Let's go. Would you rather your husband sleep with Lee Daniels with a condom or Corinne Steffens without one?
Really, Monique?
Now, as y'all are watching right now who haven't heard this story, y'all going, they doing the same thing in the studio. They going, okay. That is
Yeah, that's a hella disrespectful question. To make a long story short, they had some type of legal dispute to get that unaired, which means she more than likely answered the question. And she didn't want it aired in respect of her husband. Let's just shoot straight down the middle. Let's just keep it a buck. Because they went through a whole legal dispute on not having it aired, which means, now use your common sense here, which means 9 times out of 10, she answered the question, and instead of taking accountability and shutting it down right there on the spot, she went behind the scenes and was like, yo, I don't want this aired. In respect for my husband, I don't want this aired. You see how I'm able to do that? But you know, these people in Hollywood don't never, ever take accountability. That's common sense, right? Yo, Leland, thanks for the contribution. Says, come on, people. Where's the super chat? The sinners support their own. How about God's people? 100. Thank you for that, bro. Thank you for that. That's appreciated. Now, they went to a whole legal dispute behind the scenes to get that portion of that radio show removed, which means she played the game. It just was disrespectful to her husband. But she's not going to say, yo, you know, I played that game. I regret it. I take accountability. I shouldn't have even played that game with them. You're not going to hear that from Monique. You don't hear no accountability from none of these people who are calling people out. You got all of these entertainers who moist by choice, put themselves in situations like Lecrae. He put himself in situations where he was partying at Diddy's parties. And y'all see me react to that. People warning him, yo, by 1 o'clock, it's going to be smelling like doo-doo up in here. By 1 o'clock, it's going to be smelling like feet. And it's going to be smelling like people in here going to the body. It's going to smell bad. It's going to be a horror scene. You know, people going to be getting it in right in front of you. It's going to be a massacre in here about 1 o'clock. And what Lecrae said, he didn't say he left. No, Lecrae said, no. His curiosity had him walking around the mansion. His curiosity had him walking around to see what he could see. He said, look, you don't know me. I'm going to see what's going on. Ain't that what got all y'all up in Hollywood? Because y'all wanted to creep around the corner and see what was going on. And now that y'all know judgment about to come, y'all all want to throw each other under the bus and act like y'all don't know what game y'all was playing. Listen, I'm about to say some unpopular things, y'all. I'm telling you right now, because I'm so fed up with Hollywood and our people's attention on Hollywood. I'm about to say some things that are very unpopular. I'm going to warn you. Warning. You ever wonder why the Cassie and Diddy situation kind of just went away? Like, nobody went to jail. Diddy didn't lose his empire. None of that happened. You ever wonder why he didn't fall? from grace. Y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say, and I'm all for a woman getting her just due, and I'm glad Diddy had to pay up. But at the same time, you ever think for a second maybe she made an agreement? You ever think for a second that just maybe, from the words of Orlando Brown, that was hazing? You ever think about that? You ever think about the fact that there's a hazing process that goes on in Hollywood, and they agree to it? Why? Because they want the almighty dollar. I don't know. Think about it. Just a perspective. Anyway, let's go.
Exactly what happened. Now, I said to the team, how does that uplift our community? I said, sister, and her name is Jasmine, how could you ask another sister that?
Now, if that's what she said on the radio show, if this is how she rebutted, why didn't she let the show air? Is this how to catch a liar or what? If Monique responded with such dignity and poise, if that's how she responded to that question, why not let it air instead of trying to have it removed? So you can expose the radio show for asking such a horrible question and playing such a horrible game. Why you ain't let it air? If you answered it that way, I would have let it air. If you was playing a role as a mother, if you was holding it down and you was correcting your babies when you were asked that question, why the hell didn't you let it air? I'm calling cap. I'm calling that she's lying. I'm not finna believe what she's talking about. I don't believe none of these people, bro. I think that this Club Shay interview is one big ass clout chase.
Well, we just planned. I said, tell me the joke in that, because I don't know what you're insinuating. Then you're involving people that have nothing to do with nothing. Like, what are y'all doing? So I said, I'm going to call my brother, DL. I'm going to call my brother. I call DL Hughley on the phone. I say, hey, baby. Yeah.
Huh?
That's how he responds. Yeah.
Did he know it was you?
Yes.
Look, Shannon Sharp just steady pouring that drink. He's trying to get him. He's trying to get her lit.
Because they called him to let him know Monique's going to be calling.
Right.
Like this, it was getting crazy.
Right.
I'm like, just let me get on the phone with my brother. Right.
Yeah.
Hey, DL. Yeah. I said, listen, I just got off the phone with your team and they wanted to play this game, Would You Rather? And it was like stupid. Like,
but you played it.
Asking me about my husband and Lee Daniels and Corinne Steffens.
But you played it.
And his exact words, well, that's how we do it.
If that's what his exact word was, he's telling you that's the game they play on there. Even though that question is horrible, and I don't agree with asking some madness like that, but that's how Hollywood get down. She know that's how they get down. Why is she acting dumbfounded? Yeah, all you got is Ambitious said it. They gossiping good over drink. That's it. That's all this show is becoming. Honestly, the Cat Williams interview was great. I mean, it was entertainment. It was very entertaining. But I mean, how long is this going to work? This whole gossiping thing that he got going on. Like this is becoming like Drink Champs. Like Club Shay, I'm predicting in about a year's time, this show is going to become like Drink Champs. It's going to lose its validity and value soon as you people wake up to understand how it has no real validity to this show. It's no substance. It's really, when you really dig in, when you look past the entertainment factors of the Cat Williams interview, it really didn't have substance either. I'm glad that the content thieves was called out. There were certain things that were brung out that was important, but nonetheless, it's going to go downhill from here. It just is what it is. I mean, I don't see myself watching this show. I don't see myself watching this show. I'm not really into the Club Shay show. I think it's no different from Drink Champs, bro. It's just a bunch of celebrities who got issues, a bunch of people gossiping. That's what it's turned into. Hollywood is not being exposed. I see all these videos with people talking about how each person come on and exposing this, exposing it. They're not really exposing nothing. Only thing they're showing you is how weird, disingenuous, and backstabbing Hollywood is. That's all they're doing. Let's go.
I said, DL, how does that uplift our community? And again, I don't know what y'all trying to insinuate, but brother, what you doing? Like I said, that's just how we do it. So it is what it is. Now, it got so ugly that my attorney had to send a cease.
Somebody in the chat says, you're gossiping against the gossipers. What does that make you? It makes me a person who's trying to get YouTube views to get a check. I thought I already told you that. Are you just joining? The question is, why are you watching me? I just told y'all earlier, I don't even care about the show. I'm talking about it because I'm trying to get views. Did I not say that? Now block them. Because obviously you don't want to be here. Let's go.
And desist. So it never aired. So we have, like, when Cat Williams talk and people, truth tellers talk, we have receipts to everything we're saying. That's how that whole thing got started. Okay? It's family. My husband is my family.
Yeah.
Now, you babies that are really good with.
Yo, let's hear what DL Hughley had to say, because I think it's hilarious. Well, actually, we can't talk about what DL Hughley had to say. It was kind of vulgar, so we can't even go there. But DL Hughley's clapback was serious. It was serious. Yeah, you could time the brother out. You ain't gotta block him. We're just gonna time him out. But you see, I don't have no problem keeping it real. See, the way social media is designed, let me break this down to you. The way social media is designed, there's hot stories that's going on. As content creators, we have to talk about the hot stories, what's trending, what's going on. That's how this works. Doesn't necessarily mean I like every single topic that I have to address, the topics that people are asking me about. Doesn't mean I necessarily want to do it, but that doesn't mean I don't show up to work. Just like you may have a manager working that day at your job, you don't like working with that manager. Are you not going to show up for work? No, you're going to show up for work and do what you got to do. These type of topics, I don't give a fuck about because I understand Hollywood. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people who don't understand them. And a lot of people be believing these people are genuine and they be making idols and heroes out of these people. And I like to just go and piss on everybody's parade. So when I cover the story, it's coming from a different perspective than anybody else. Why? Because I'm just pissing on your parade. I'm breaking your delusion because you're so caught up in these damn idols and not understanding that they ain't exposing nothing. Yeah. Somebody said, you're not biased, new breed, truth is global. Love. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I try to give value to my take to the best of my ability, even though it's a story that really doesn't have no substance. I have to add substance to it. Now, do you understand where the professionalism comes in? And I appreciate the person saying, yo, your take has value though, bro. Because in my take, you get to understand symbology. You could be more symbol literate. Like, let's stop here. The chat is at 666 right when I put this up. That's crazy. The chat is at 666. Look at this, y'all. So like the video. Right when I pulled this up, they trying to communicate with y'all. But here's the thing. Y'all hear that thunder outside? The Most High ain't like that, so he brung the numbers up a little bit. When you see a picture like this, you got to understand that Cat Williams is down for the agenda. People don't do this for no reason. People don't hold up these gestures for no reason. This is very Masonic. He's part of the Brotherhood. He done the rituals. You don't get box office hits. You don't get million-dollar publications spread all over the media and all. It doesn't happen that way. You have to take the oath. Cat Williams is a Mason, and Cat Williams is effeminate too. I don't care what y'all talking about. The man is effeminate. Say what you want to say. Think what you want to think. I'm not idolizing Cat Williams. He was pushed on us as a pimp. I think pimps are so gay. I think they are poison to our community. I don't see how a person playing a pimp is valuable to our culture. It is what it is. Does he have good stand-ups? Yes. Is he articulate? Yes. Is he entertaining? Yes. Truth of the matter is he's still a Masonic puppet, just like Kevin Hart, just like Monique, and just like the rest of them. Monique's husband, part of the fraternal order. He revealed that in their response to D.L. Hughley. D.L. Hughley job like crashed out on him. I'm not even going to lie. It was hilarious. He really read Monique for filth. I'm not going to react to it because it's going to break community guidelines, and that's going to ruin my monetization. So I'm not finna do that. But what I will do is go to their response to D.L. Hughley, right? Because this is what people like. This is what we got to talk about. Let's go. I showed up to work. That's all. I showed up to work today. Let's see. Her response to D.L. Hughley. And we ain't going to watch the whole thing. We're just going to read through the BS because I got to show you how disingenuous these people are. It is what it is. Let's get to it.
We did. We're going to wait for y'all to come on in, my babies. We ain't done this in a long time.
We ain't done it in a long time.
We ain't done it in a long time, Daddy. Look, y'all don't even understand why we smiling so hard because we was able to get it set up. We was able to push the button. Hey, come on now. We want you babies to come on in here.
All right, let's fast forward.
We went and got our attorney involved, Attorney Anderson. At the time, there were some emails that were transferred.
Now they're talking about the legal bout that they had to get that particular segment removed. They're telling you they went through the law to get it removed. Why is that? Because however Monique answered that question on the segment, she didn't do it as poised and as calculated as she said she did. She must have embarrassed herself. Ain't that what these women do? You go on the show, you say some things, you don't like how it came out, and now you want to throw that person under the bus. But you played the game. You're just exposing yourself.
Transferred back and forth between his side and our side, and it escalated to a point when we had our attorney on the email, whereby then finally DL said that he would scratch the interview.
Yeah.
So as you can see, there was a legal bout. They had to scratch the interview. Now, what they were arguing is D.L. Hughley made it seem as if he was just like, all right, you don't want it on there, it ain't on there. They're claiming there was a legal battle. So what I'm gathering from it, because sometimes when it's two opposing sides, right down the middle is the truth, which is probably D.L. Hughley didn't give two F's about the interview or how they played the game, and it is what it is. And he was just negligent in getting it removed. So they went and took legal action. because D.L. Hughley didn't care. It's like, yo, you came on the show. It may air, may not. Look, I don't know. I'm not in charge of all of that when it comes to distro. It is what it is. He was probably lackadaisical in getting it removed. They were probably unsure, so they went and took legal actions to make sure, however Monique answered that question, it wasn't aired to the public. You see how I just cracked the case? I cracked the case. Which means Monique is full of ish in this situation. And it is what it is. Now, all of those other personal attacks that D.L. Hughley did, I don't know. He's claiming that she pays her husband to be around. I think personally that her husband is her handler. Case closed. So I'll be talking about more relevant topics. I showed up. Y'all gotta be symbol literate. Like all these celebrities are sellouts. I ain't trusting none of them. On to the next story. Turn your post notification bell on so you can get these videos as they're being uploaded. It is thunderstorming outside. It is what it is, y'all. Manager, handler, same thing. Anyway, man, y'all have a blessed evening. I done 3 live streams today. Y'all not gonna probably see me no more this evening unless it's on my other platform. So go subscribe to New Breed Universal ENT because I'm gonna be uploading over there very soon. I don't know if it's gonna be tonight or tomorrow, but I'll be over there. With that being said, shalom and peace.